I'm on my way to sleep. And before I go, though, to sleep, I wanted to talk about sprouts. And I wanted to start that talk with the recognition of why latex bread machine's introduction to me was instantly rejected. He said, "You say words that don't exist, so you're not a serious person." And for me, words that don't exist are the only place where new thinking occurs. The rest of the words that we have just produce old thinking. Jargon and neologisms are where the cutting edge of thinking exists. And that's where I'd love to be. I'd love to be on the edge of our discovery in this world of thought. So, what is a sprout? A sprout is a thought that is spring-loaded. Simple enough. One time, somebody called me a rapist, and I said, "Rapism is the people's movement to reduce the incidence of rape." I had that ready because I had already thought about it. It was my sprout to say rapism is the people's movement to reduce the incidence of rape, which is really the only position that you can hold on rape and the only response to being called a rapist that makes sense other than go get the police. You're probably right. I didn't mean to rape that person. Assuming that you have the guts to, if you're drunk and rape somebody, go to prison for it. Do you have those guts? Obviously, it's best not to get drunk. Anyway, this video turned out much more questionable than I anticipated because I went into rape a little bit too deep. Sprouts are much more useful than just responding to insults or sudden occurrences. A sprout is excellent when it gets you to the next response, the next thought. In this way of thinking about thinking, the meta thoughts are essentially that thinking is a game in which you interact with thoughts that are outside of your brain and your established norms. And as you go out there into the wilderness, if you get scared, that makes you a conservative, and a lot of thinking is built on that. Like the idea that marijuana should not be legalized because some people act like idiots on marijuana, and it's new, and it's one of those things that you could be afraid of. But the fact that marijuana was illegalized, was criminalized because of racism, it's another sprout, isn't it? Because then if somebody says, "No, I think marijuana should be illegal," look, it impacts the mind, you can point out it's a historical fact. And also, don't we all want the economic boon of that Washington and Colorado have had over the past few months/years? I mean, it's an amazing advantage that they've taken home to their wallets and bank accounts. Anyway, I'm done. Sprout's the only thought that I wanted to record. Good night.